Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. As you are all aware, yesterday, that is the 10th of July, there was a Supreme Court judgment on the alimony to the Muslim women. It was a case from Telangana regarding the maintenance, and the wife had applied for maintenance under the CRPC 125. The Supreme Court gave a verdict that the husband is entitled to pay maintenance to the wife even after the period of iddat, that is after 3 months. Now this is a gross interference in the Muslim personal law. So there is a debate across the country in all the TV channels. They have been speaking about why Muslims should have their personal law, and this is a step towards the UCC. So it's very, very important that we as Muslims should put forward our stand, our viewpoint, and why this judgment is against our constitutional rights. India is a secular democratic country. It runs by the constitution. The constitution guarantees freedom to religion, freedom to practice their own customs, and we, the Muslims, have been following the Muslim personal law, that is the Sharia Application Act 1937, which states that when the two parties are Muslims, the law shall be Sharia. So it's not just the Muslims who are having the Muslim personal law. Even the Hindus have the Hindu Code Bill. The Christians follow their own laws. Each and every community in this country, when it comes to their personal matters, the matters of their marriage, divorce, they follow their own customary or the personal laws or the laws of scriptures, whatever they have. So we as Muslims, we are following the Muslim personal law, and the matters of marriage, inheritance, divorce, maintenance, they all come under the Muslim personal law. The law of maintenance in Islam, in Sharia, states that a woman who has been divorced, she is entitled to maintenance till 3 months. And in these 3 months, if she is found to be pregnant, she is entitled to maintenance till the delivery of the child. This is mandatory as per the Muslim personal law. Once the iddat is completed, that is the mandatory period of waiting, which we also call waiting period, then both the husband and wife have no rights over each other. They are alien. The wife cannot claim maintenance after 3 months. Now, what had happened in 1986? Shabanu was a Muslim lady. She has applied for maintenance under CRPC 125. It was at this point of time that the ulama, the clergy, and the religious organizations and the entire Muslim community across India objected to this, because this was an interference in the Muslim personal law. A Muslim woman, after the completion of iddah, if she applies for maintenance, it will be haram, prohibited for her. She cannot take this, because whatever happens in the Supreme Court, whatever judgments that are delivered, they will set a precedent. So the Muslims objected. At this point of time, there was a law that was formed, and why the Muslims approached the Congress government, because they were in power at that time. It was not a matter of Muslim appeasement. It was not some kind of a favor done to Muslims by the Rajiv Gandhi government, but it was the Muslims who had presented their point of view, and at that time the Muslim Women Rights Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986 was formulated. The main content of this act was that when there is a divorce happening, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated in the Holy Quran, Mata'am bil Maruf, you give them something generously. So the woman would get some amount at the time of separation, but after 3 months of iddat, she cannot claim any maintenance. So this act was formulated, and the interference in the Muslim personal law was stopped. Now there has been a huge debate about why Shabanu happened and why the ulamas resisted, because this was a matter of our identity, and we did not want this to happen, because what is prohibited in Quran and in Islam, we do not want that to be happening through the laws of the country. Now, as we are all aware, the talaq issue, for the last 10 years, the entire TV channels were on the debates as if talaq is the most important matter of the country, and the Muslim women were always targeted, that they are the ones who are chained by the Sharia laws or the Muslim personal law. They need to be liberated, they need to be emancipators, something like that. And every day they would call some women and discuss their issues. See, we Muslims are only 14% in this country and the women are only 7%. There are many women issues. If you look at the NCRB data annually, which is released by the government, and the official figures, it will be very shocking and alarming. You will not find any media channel doing debates on this. And it has become the norm to target and attack Muslim women always. Talaq is being presented as something which is something really cruel happening to women. We would want to ask at this point of time, if divorce was so cruel, why did the Hindu Code Bill incorporate talaq, divorce, in the Hindu Code Bill? The framers of the bill felt that Muslim women are more empowered because they have a right to remarry after a divorce, and the divorce rights empowered women. That's why divorce is incorporated into the Hindu Code Bill. So divorce is a solution. Talaq is a solution to an unhappy, unsuccessful marriage. Now, why is talaq being presented as a problem? Why is talaq criminalized? Why are the husbands sent to jail for 3 years? There is no explanation. And who is going to pay the maintenance when the husband sits in jail for 3 years? There is no answer from the government or the courts or even the legal experts who just come on the TV channels and say, okay, this must happen and there should be UCC. And there are many so-called Muslim women who just do not know anything about the Muslim personal law, but they come regularly and sit as Islamic scholars on the TV channels. And what do they say? What do they speak? They say they will welcome the verdict. They don't know the ABC of the impact of the verdict. They don't know anything about the Muslim personal law, and they claim they are representing the Muslim women. We do not know to which sect of the Muslim community they belong to. Here we would like to make a statement very clear that there may be differences of opinion in the Muslim community regarding other matters, but when it comes to Muslim personal law, the entire Muslim community of this country, that is the 14%, or you can say 20 crore Muslim population, whether it's men or women, we are all united, and there is a consensus that there should be no interference in the Muslim personal law. In the year 2023, in the month of June, the Law Commission had asked for an opinion on the Uniform Civil Code. At that point of time, the Muslim community, the organizations and the individuals had sent thousands and lakhs of letters and their opinions to the Law Commission. And when they saw that they have received such a huge response from the Muslim community, they stopped discussing about it later on. And it's been more than 1 year. There is we do not hear any news from the Law Commission. Now the Supreme Court yesterday has come up with this verdict. And Muslims are told, if you are going to be in this country, you should follow the Muslim personal law. And there has been lots of hate remarks and some kind of bullying and abuse to the Muslim community. Why is this hate against the Muslim community? And those people who do not want the Muslim personal law, there is a Special Marriages Act. They can freely go and get married under the Special Marriages Act. The so-called intellectual Muslims who are sitting on the TV channels and welcoming the verdict, we would like to tell them, if you do not like the Muslim personal law, you're free and you can simply go and get married under the Special Marriages Act, which is nothing but the Uniform Civil Code. But we as Muslims, this is a matter of our identity, this is a matter of our religion, this is a part of our belief that we follow the personal law. And we believe that we, the Muslim women, have been liberated by the personal laws. We have the dignity. We have the dignity not to take any amount from the husbands who have divorced us after the completion of Iddah. They are alien to us and we do not want to have any amount from them at any cost. Our maintenance is on our brothers, our fathers, and we are free to remarry. And this is what makes us distinct and more privileged than the women of the other communities. We have our families as safe zones and we are protected by the personal laws, and we are very much happy with the empowerment that we have got in Islam 1400 years ago. We do not need emancipators. We do not want people to make an issue of our matters, and without consultation with the Muslim women across India, the so-called women, the women who are being called and to represent us, this is nothing but it's just sidelining and marginalization of the voices of the Muslim women. And here we would like to say Muslim personal law is our identity, it's our pride, and we will continue to struggle for our constitutional rights in our country. Thank you.